So that's what gives us the search box on top. Now the last thing is hide show fields. So if you remember, we had these system files, so we want to hide those 4 first files in all our boxes, in save, in edit, okay, in item, okay. So there we go. So this is our user control for now, and we can always come back and change that. Now the last thing to do is go to our pages, and we're going to have to add a page. So we have to decide, where do we want this page? Is it something under document management, input data, reports and graphs, management tools, work orders? So let's put it under input data. And here, these are folders, if you remember. So let's first make a folder, and then we'll put it under the folder. So in order to put it under the input data, we have to click on input data here. Okay. Now, once we're under input data, we make sure that we're there. We create a new folder. Okay. So the panel name will be suggestion box. Suggestions. Okay. Now, here's the kicker. We have to give it a page name and ignore this backslash. If you remember, all our panels are under admin. Okay, this is very important. So we always started off with admin for now, and it's a /, and we'll call it suggestion box. So this will be the page name, or we can just simply call it suggestions. Okay, we define it. It's a folder. It's active. This always has to show login required. Okay, so basically we also have to show in menu. If we don't show in the menu, it will not show in the menu. So it's a folder, it's active, show in menu, login is required. Permissions, all. Now it's asking for the module. So in this case, the module is suggestion box, right? And I save that. Okay, so now you'll see that it's showing under the input data at the very bottom under demo. Okay, so this is what we want. We could move it up 1 if we want. So if we want to move it up 1, we would just click 1, move it up, and now we're under suggestions. Okay, so now I'm going to create a new page. And this time I'm going to call it suggestion box and admin / suggestion box. Okay, and this time it's active. I want to show it in menu, and login is required. Okay, so this is not a folder. This is going to be the actual page. I allow everybody access to it. It's a web page. We can make a link to another external site, but that's a security risk. Select template. It's the admin template. It's the one that's standard. Okay, we can give it a page title, suggestions. We can describe it for search engines if we want, and then we select the module. So the module is suggestion box, and here's where we have to add our web user control. That's what creates the page. Okay, so we can do a few things. We can have right on the page, we could write something. So we could say it is important that we continually improve our products and services, and everyone is responsible to help make our organization better. Please take the time to add your suggestions for improvement. Okay, we could add this on the top, right? And what we could do is we could do this, and we could choose a color, something funky. We could choose a font type if we want, you know, and do whatever. So let's say I do this, and I put a line here, okay? And then I'm going to add my user control. My user control would then appear, okay? So I'm going to click Add User Control. Select the control. Well, that's what we had made there, so it should be suggestion box, right? And I insert it. So this is the user control, and I save, okay? Now we're almost done. So if we go now to our input data, we have suggestions, and our suggestion box is under there. Now if you remember from the previous menu systems, it's not there until we log out and refresh our cache. So I'm just going to log out and shut down my software and basically log back into it. And here we go. Let's test our system out and see how many mistakes we made. So if I go to my admin and I go to input data, there's something missing. Okay, so we're going to go back to the page. Pages here, and this is part of the making databases. So we'll go back and see what happened here. Input data and suggestions. So I take suggestions, show in menu, is folder is active, is login required, all people can access it. Okay, and suggestion box, all, show in menu, is active. Okie dokie, web page, admin template. So update. Is active, all. It should be there. So we'll just close down one more time and we'll log back in. And I think I was blind. I was looking at the bottom and it was probably there, wasn't it? Well, maybe I'll have to cut this part out. Input data, nope. Okay, stop.